President Moon Jae-in held the first meeting of his chief aides today. Just like his performance in office so far, the meeting was expected to be rather unconventional. Our Hwang Ho-jun joins us live from the presidential office of Cheong Wa Dae. Hojun?
Absolutely, Devin. President Moon went ahead to break all set rules once again as he called for his very first meeting of his chief aides this morning. Now, note how we're calling it the meeting of his chief presidential aides rather than how it always been called, meeting of chief presidential secretaries. And that's because they've added two chief aide posts, that is aide to senior secretary for economic affairs and aide for science and technology. And in stark contrast to the meeting under the previous Park Geun-hye administration, it was carried out in an open debate format with the president's aides encouraged to speak up, ask piercing questions, and voice their differing views. Another no-no during this meeting from here on forth, note-taking. So we'll be seeing more talking and debating among the secretaries as well as the president instead of a one-way meeting whereby the president speaks and the aides take down notes. Devin.
Okay, so as far as you know, which pressing issues were taking center stage at today's meeting?
Well, Devin, another interesting thing that we need to mention about this meeting is that it kicked off without a particular set of agenda. So the president and his senior aides were able to freely bring up what they think needs immediate attention, and how best to deal with those urgent matters was also debated and talked out during that meeting. Now, that being said, a briefing given by the presidential office spokesperson is taking place as we speak on the results of officially the first meeting of chief presidential aides. As a matter of fact, Arirang's chief anchor Moon Jae-in is attending that very session right now, so she'll let you know what was discussed during the roundtable debate later today. But one important agenda included repurposing over 40% of the presidential secretariat's remaining special budget for the rest of the year to fund job creation for young people and supporting the nation's underprivileged. Devin?